Last on Rich Man, Poor Man, Book 2.
If anything's happened to my father, I want to know.
Right after you left, I had a call from the Hoboken police. They've picked up Falconetti.
That's in.
You said an eye patch.
That was 5 years ago.
He had my brother killed.
What in the name of God do you want from poor Anthony?
Sarah told me that STF bought off top men in the Justice Department. Now, she gave me this. It's a list of payoffs. I'm gonna push for a Senate investigation.
I want Greenway records. The hell are you talking about? Are you trying to tell me that I'm not a partner?
It's your name on the letterhead as long as you stay in the black.
You look lovely.
You got me, didn't you? You really got me. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm in love with you.
I love you too.
Oh, I thought you'd never say it.
It's me and Billy. We went out one night. I was going to say we made love, but love had nothing to do with it.
What happened? What happened here? Who started this? Answer me. Wes?
I started it.
Wes! Don't walk out on me.
It's over.
Don't tell me it's over. I want to know what happens in this house is my responsibility.
Yeah, I did.
Talk to me. Damn it!
Oh, you're what? Put me over your knee? I don't have to tell you a damn thing. I'm not 12 years old. Get off my back, man.
All right, let's have it.
A little blood. No big thing.
No. Billy, listen. We had something going here. You and Wes met this year in this house. You liked each other. Now, how did it unravel so fast?
I have a knack.
Did Wes start this, or did you?
Forget it, Rudy. We'll work it out. It won't happen again. Ever.
Look. We're trying to live here together, so I'm trying to understand. I'd like to help you, Billy.
I hear you, Rudy. I'd tell you about it if... I'm sure as hell gonna try to fix things up.
It's too early for a drink, but, feel a house shake?
No?
The house shook.
Do you know what happened?
They wouldn't talk about it, Diane.
Well, I'll tell you. Now, I had a sister, and there was a lot of sibling sound and fury in that house. None of it as awful as it sounded.
I had a brother. It was as awful as it sounded.
Well, maybe Billy had it coming. Who knows?
Do you?
No.
Then maybe we ought to just stay out of it, Diane, okay? Senator Paxton's office called just before you arrived. His subcommittee is meeting this afternoon at 3.
Oh, damn. I've been pushing him to make time for me. That means he has.
I didn't give you very much notice.
That committee's chock full of Republicans. None of them want to hear me ask for an investigation of Charles Estep.
At least it sounded to me as if Senator Paxton is in your corner. It's not going to be very politic if you don't show up. Oh, come on. That's all the more reason to go. Let things just cool down here.
All right, if I leave now, I can catch the shuttle from Kennedy. I'll be late, but not by much.
Annie, your phone has been busy for a century. Okay, now listen. I'll be by to pick you up in an hour. We're flying to Los Angeles this afternoon, so pack an overnight bag, all right? What do you mean sudden? I've been negotiating this deal for a solid week. It just came through. You know, that goes to show you've never listened to a word I tell you. The telethon, for God's sakes, the telethon. Annie, we have been this route before. Now, by now, you know I know what's good for you. So be ready when I pick you up.
Who is it?
Wes, I just don't know how it...
Yes? Sally! How clever of you to track us down here at the stable. Claire, she's out riding. Can I take a message? Oh, my... Sally, if I tried to analyze every news item that took my name in vain, I wouldn't have time to do anything else. The same goes for Claire. No, I don't know who Albert Dietrich is, nor do I have any idea how anybody could come up with the concept that Claire was his child. Well, it sounds like nonsense, doesn't it? Yes, she'll call. Fine. Take care.
That was the 4th time she's called.
I didn't even know you'd left the house. Escaping the phones? Next time, tell me, okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't think.
Well, I happened to be one of the phone calls that you didn't answer. Raymond had to drive me down here.
I said I'm sorry.
Don't be. It's not that I don't understand. I do think you're taking a simple line of newsprint a little too seriously.
You can fend off a scatterbrain like Sally Phillips. But someone out there knows about my father, and they're not going to stop until they get the whole story.
Already been all the way through that, Claire. Now, there is no way that anyone can connect you to Albert Dietrich. The man doesn't exist anymore. I wish we could get away someplace. I just can't do it right now.
You afraid I'm gonna break into little pieces?
Don't be ridiculous. But if the phone's upset you that much, maybe you should try to get away for a week. Hawaii, London.
Charles, if you want me to go, say go. Don't manipulate me. You're just as frightened as I am, aren't you, Charles?
Raymond? I want all of our phone numbers changed. Today.
We're late, Charles.
Want to watch her jump.
Charles, in the car, you were so preoccupied with Claire. You do understand that we've located Falconetti.
Hoboken jail, $50,000 bail. Young lawyer by the name of Downey springing him today.
You were not so preoccupied.
You trust this lawyer?
Completely.
Call this Downey. He's to tell Falconetti absolutely nothing. Keep him eating with a make-work job, keep him on a short leash. A very short leash. Call him now, Raymond.
His file is on your desk. You haven't read it. I have. He is pretty hair-raising.
Fine. Jordache planted that item about Claire's father. Now, I can't prove that, but I know it. Now I want to know why Falconetti tried to kill the senator from New York. Get me Falconetti.
Annie Adams. I can't believe it. We're actually in Hollywood.
Sign?
Oh, there's nobody.
You never tell these days. It's so early yet.
Hey, it's prime time in New York already. Look, there's Benny Gilbert.
Oh.
All right. Ben Abbott, Greenway Records. Miss Adams and I have just flown in from New York to lend a hand in a good cause.
That's nice. That's very, very nice. Adams?
Yeah.
Adams and Annie Adams?
Right.
All right, you got the 3 a.m. spot, so make yourselves to home if you can find an empty dressing room somewhere.
3 a.m. No one's going to be watching but freaks and insomniacs.
And you think I'd let them do that to you? I mean, I put out for plane fare, a limousine, the works, for a 3 a.m. spot. Annie, isn't it about time he started to give me the benefit of the doubt? I mean, just for the hell of it?
Yeah, you got it.
Wait here. 2 minutes, please.
Oh, come on.
2 minutes. Just sit.
Do it now, okay? Okay.
Hey, come on in. You're ringside every night, okay? No. Billy boy! Woo! Hey, I think you better call your mother.
Hey, Billy, what are you doing in Smog City?
Hey, where Greenway's artists go, Abbott is not far behind.
Yeah, ooh, hey, you're an artist too, huh? A real con artist, maybe, huh? Tell you the truth, I eat it up. Here, have a drink. No kidding. You know, Billy, I never saw anybody, bounce to the top faster than you. I picked you early. Don't you forget it.
I don't intend to.
What were you? You were just a gopher when I walked out on Greenway. And you talked me into coming back. Remember?
You won't regret it, Danny. There's new money in Greenway. Of course, the bigger we get, the more problems we got.
Problems? What problems?
Don't worry. The backers have found out I have the courage of my tastes. I like what I like.
Hey.
And I like you. I mean, the hell with their computers.
Oh, come on. What's with computers? Oh, I see. Yeah, they can pick songs, write them maybe, huh?
Yeah, sure, but they do pick up a drop-off in sales as fast as this happens. And that makes the money men nervous.
I'm, catching cold from this conversation, Billy. Come out and say it, huh?
I told you, Danny. You don't have a thing to worry about. I got your new contract right in my pocket. Stay a step ahead of the computers is my motto, even if I have to go by air.
Well, that's why you showed up here. How about you, Billy Abbott? I picture, you know, sometimes I do guess right. Here.
Oh, my God, I forgot. She's out in the hall waiting.
Who?
Annie Adams. I brought her along on the chance I could get her a spot on the show. Ben, he said no. She's really blown out.
Oh, poor kid. You shouldn't promise chicks those things.
I know. But I did. Danny. Could you do me a big favor? You've got 2 songs, yeah? Could you throw one to her?
No. It's balanced, see? I have an up number and I have a ballad. Balanced.
I see.
Billy, if I just do one song, my audience feels cheated.
Well, Danny, they'll know. Hey, do the ballad, man. That kills them. And then introduce Annie as your discovery. And I guarantee you, a coast-to-coast press. Agreed?
Billy, let me see the contract in your pocket. Oh. How will I introduce her?
Come on, baby, you're on next.
Next? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Get me a dressing room. Just give me a dressing room.
All right, come on. So how about it? Keep those calls coming in, will you? Now, I promise you more entertainment. And that's what I've got for you. I give you now Middle America's macho master of the ballad, your forever favorite and mine, Mr. Danny Miller. Here he is.
If the sun should tumble from the sky, if the sea should suddenly run dry, if you love me, really love me,
Da, 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 da.
Okay, you've had your minute alone. What's that? Those pills.
Nothing. Let's go.
love me, then whatever happens,
Friends, I would now like to make my personal contribution to this great and worthy cause for which you are all gathered in front of your TV sets tonight. A little lady who I've watched for some time now, whose talent I've loved, encouraged, admired, who is about to make her national TV debut in front of your very eyes tonight. Let's hear it for Miss Annie Adams!
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon
Dad, relax. You won't be sorry.
Look, punk, you can't do me like this. You Judas.
Will you shut up? Now listen,
Look,
I cut my
should
applause. Wait a minute. I cut my applause. I cut my second song, and you're okay on time, and you know it.
I should yank her. That's what I know.
Ben, you won't. Because you heard her album, and you know a 3 a.m. spot is not good enough.
Ben, give her a chance.
Look, Chance, you shouldn't do things like this to me, Danny.
Ben.
You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Hey, Annie, you're okay, kid.
Thanks. How about that? Great, eh?
Well, let's see. Adequate.
Go on. Take a bow.
Mr. Chairman, excuse me, sir. I've got a troop of Boy Scouts waiting, and they're simply panting to have a picture taken with their senior senator. So if that wraps it,
Jordash wanted some time, but I think we've waited.
Here, sorry I'm late. Half hour to fly from New York to Washington, an hour to drive from the airport here.
And 30 seconds to catch your breath, Senator.
I'll make it brief. I've already sounded some of you out on this, without much response. Tricor International, gentlemen, again. I am making a modest request that a member of our investigative staff be assigned to do a little preliminary digging.
Justify the request.
Subverting governmental process and public servants.
Rudy, have you got anything up your sleeve? I mean, anything that you haven't dropped on us before on one of those rare occasions when you grace Capitol Hill with your presence?
I've been in New Orleans interviewing Charles Estep's former confidential secretary, Sarah Hunt. 2 hours after she agreed to come to Washington and help us unravel Tricor International, she was dead.
How did she die?
She was kidnapped from her home in the middle of the night. A heart attack was induced.
Can you prove that?
Not without help.
What else?
This. These hieroglyphics need a key. Sarah Hunt was the key. All we need now is a staff investigator to decode it.
Decode what? Estep's extramarital address book?
According to Miss Hunt, it's a list of payoffs. Justice Department payoffs, to be exact.
This could have come from anyone's hip pocket, Senator.
I'm inclined to think it came out of Estep's hip pocket. I did a little primitive research myself. On page 10, the first line reads, BC 615675000.
Right.
A Tricor subsidiary, Brand Foods, was scheduled to go to court in October of last year on an antitrust action filed by a justice lawyer named Bruce Carter. In August, the action was suddenly dropped.
Get to it, Jordash.
Delighted. What if BC, Bruce Carter, 6:15 on June 15th, 5,000, pocketed a $5,000 gratuity.
I think Rudy's onto something.
Well, what? We can't use that book without a live body in here. Somebody that'll testify that that book belonged to Estep and to nobody else.
Well, I'll find one. The problem's gonna be keeping it alive.
Assigning an investigator is a bit premature.
To put it kindly.
Someone make a motion to put a man on Tricorp?
So move. Second.
Discussion. Call for a vote.
Nay.
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 Thanks very much, gentlemen.
Meeting's adjourned, gentlemen.
Could have used your vote on my urban renewal bill if you'd been here on Monday, Rudy.
Jordache, what in the name of partisan politics do you think you're doing?
What does it look like, Dylan?
It looks like you're gunning for one of our party's major contributors. And up until today, I thought you were a reasonably sane man. For a senator.
Why the hell did you put me on the agenda if you were gonna sit there and let me hang?
You couldn't bully SEC into investigating Tricorp, huh? Now you want to use the United States Senate?
I want to investigate Tricorp, period. And I didn't stand a chance without your support.
I've been here for 31 years. Why should I commit political suicide for a Republican? Why don't you stick it to your fellow Republicans?
I came to the powerhouse of the Democratic Party, who just admitted that Tricor is too big to take on.
That's never stopped me before, Jordache. But I don't let myself be used in personal vendettas.
This is not a personal vendetta.
No? That company of yours in New York State, it's on strike. It's lost its army contracts. Do you blame Estep?
If it weren't for that strike, I wouldn't be on the Tricor.
Yeah? How many roll calls have you missed this session?
Plenty.
I heard Marsh Goodwin told the Republican caucus that you're dropping out when your term's over. Was he lying?
He wasn't lying.
Changed your mind?
I don't know.
And what am I wasting my time for? Why don't you go back to your electronics plant?
I've been trying to keep that plant open so half the people in my hometown won't be thrown out of work.
And you sure are shortchanging the rest of your constituents. Why should I believe that you aren't gunning for Estep on your own account?
Because Estep and Tricor are ripe for a look, and you know it, because you wouldn't be giving me the time of day if you didn't.
I'm late for the men's room.
Hey, Belfast room?
Delivery's at the rear, please.
Hey, yeah, I'm supposed to meet my lawyer here. Downey, somebody Downey.
Oh, you'll have to wear a tie, sir. Could you button your shirt, please?
Give me the tie. That goes nice, huh?
Right this way, please. Mr. Downey.
Ah, Mr. Falconetti. My name is Matthew Downey.
You my lawyer?
Yes, I am. Please, sit down. Thank you, Byron.
Hey, thanks a lot, Byron.
Drink?
Yeah, I tell you what, give me one just like that, huh? Thank you. I'll tell you, Maria takes care of me. Look, I asked her to get me a smart Yale or Harvard public defender.
Mr. Falconetti, shut up. I'm not a public defender. Your sister Marie did not retain me, and I'm not free to tell you who did. I obviously represent persons who have your best interests at heart, very much so.
It's really obvious to you. It's about as clear as pea soup to me. What do they want from me?
The answers to a few questions.
Well, tell me. Talk.
Did you take a shot at Senator Jordache? And if you did, why did you?
No, you don't do that.
You see, I was with my sister when the car was plugged, and that's on the record. If you're my lawyer, you know that. Now, if you're not my lawyer, you're a plant. A plant.
Mr. Falconetti, if you want to stay out of the slammer, sit down. We'll get to the questions later. Here's my card.
I got a lawyer. Hey, but I got a real lawyer. And you know something? There is nothing you can't do when you got a good lawyer.
Hi, I'm Ramona.
I'm Diane.
Is Wes here?
Yeah, come on in. I'll tell him that you're here. Wes, there's someone here to see you. Wes? Second door to your left.
Forget it, Diane.
Please, Wes. I don't know what to say. I always wondered what your room was like. I had to see you. To say, I guess, to say I'm sorry. Wes, look at me. I made a mistake. Worse for me than for you. I knew that even while that was happening. But how can a mistake that didn't mean anything, nothing, Wes, how can it spoil everything forever? Please look at me. Are you going to punish me for the rest of my life? Don't I mean anything to you? I can't bear myself. I can't bear being alone with myself any longer. Say something, Wes. Please say something.
I can't. Not now.
When?
I don't know.
I learned one thing. That's all, just one thing. Now I know what love isn't. And I really think if I wasn't such a fool, we could have loved each other very much for the rest of our lives.
$50,000? No, not really. Who? No. I mean, who'd put up that kind of bail for Falconetti? Maddie? Matthew Downey? You're kidding. Yeah, I know. Well, what did he do? Put up securities? His own personal chit? Uh-huh. Yeah. Fine. Peggy, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Right. Well, I owe you one. Okay. Bye-bye.
Falconetti's out.
Right.
Well, we knew it could happen. If he's got a sister who perjured herself to give him an alibi, she'd find a way to raise his bail.
Not this bail. $50,000.
Who come up with $50,000 for him?
That's very interesting. He's come up with a lawyer by the name of Downey. Works for a very fancy law firm called Lydell O'Hara & Stern.
I want to see their client list.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Okay, what happened in Washington?
Total disaster.
Paxton didn't...
No, he did not. Not one word of support. The fact is, he cut me off at the knees. Personal vendetta. Missing roll call votes. Shortchanging my constituents.
Sounds to me as if he knows you're planning to quit politics.
Yeah.
Are you?
I don't know. I don't know, Maggie. All I know is I'll do anything I can to stop Estep.
Paxton didn't promise to help you if you did change your mind.
No. If I did, maybe he'll realize how serious I am.
Tempted?
Oh, God, Maggie, I'm tormenting myself with those questions. I don't need help. I'm sorry.
Oh, honey, come on. Let's go.
Oh, where?
My apartment. Dinner together, bed together, alone together. We both need it.
What I need is to be alone with Rudy Jordash and to take a good, hard look at him. I feel like I'm up the proverbial creek without a paddle. How did I get there? I've got no sense of direction, no base. My Senate colleagues turned thumbs down on me today. Estep's getting away with murder, literally. Falconetti's loose again. You and I have to steal our time together, and this morning, the two boys I call my family slugged it out viciously. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. Well, I better find some answers. I'm going home.
She's already booked for those dates. Should have called sooner. Well, I'm sorry the lines were busy, but the lady is in demand. Look, hey, why don't we get back together when I get to New York? I promise we'll work something out, all right? Okay. Whew. We did it. Here's to us.
You did it. Billy the Magician.
Billy the Magician and 2 little pills. You really didn't need 'em, Annie.
That was just a one shot. Come on. I was scared to death at that last minute, didn't you guess?
Don't do it again. Did you know that today has changed the rest of your life? And mine, too. Just listen to this. You're gonna love it. The Carson Show wants you Tuesday. The Carol Burnett Show, they've got a spot for you next month, and there's talk of a special. I mean, a special. My God, I can't read my own writing. I think I just blew $1 million.
How did you do it? How in the world did you con Danny out of that spot?
I gave him something that he wanted more.
You know, I don't mind so much how you do things anymore. I mean, when I think of what you've done for me.
And what have I done for you?
What haven't you done for me? You cut my demo. You got me an album. And now this. I feel so wonderful. I want to unwind.
Maybe I could get you out of your 3 a.m. spot. It's already been announced. People might be hanging around to hear you again.
I can unwind right here. So can you. You need to. Come on, Billy, go with it.
Strictly business between you and me. Remember?
Business hours are over.
I thought you were the lady that didn't have those kind of feelings for me.
Feelings change.
For how long?
Boy, you sure can run something into the ground. Come here, Billy. I'm gonna make love to you. Be brave.
Wesley, it's me this time.
Go to bed, Diane.
Please, Wes.
You don't know the meaning of the word privacy.
Yes, I do. It's important to some people.
Me?
I didn't come here to talk about Billy or Ramona.
Meaning you are.
Just let me say one thing.
One thing.
Don't leave.
That's it?
No, that's not it. Rudy really loves you. Wes, you don't know what I'd give to have what you've got here, and you're just gonna throw it all away because you're gonna leave and you're never gonna get it back. I know.
All right.
Rudy wants you here. That's a lot more than I've got.
I don't want to hear it, Diane.
Look, I ran off and left my mother once, and now we're together.
Will you shut up, Diane?
Rudy loves you.
Shut up!
I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry, Wes. Don't you be. Wes, look at me.
It was a mistake, Diane. We shouldn't have.
We didn't do anything wrong. Oh, Wes, don't blame me for how I feel about you.
It's not that.
It's Ramona, isn't it?
Couldn't talk to her. Couldn't even look at her. I knew if I did, She made a stupid mistake with Billy.
Like you did with me. You're in love with her. Why don't you tell her that?
You know you're not the brat I thought you were.
want to talk to you. A 16-year-old girl.
I know the rest. I don't want to hear it.
Well, you're going to. Billy, Diane, boy, you've outdone yourself today.
I can't undo it, so let's just cool it.
What the hell is going on around here?
I can't explain it to myself. How can I explain it to you?
Try.
I can't!
Wesley, you had a reason when you beat up Billy. You had a reason when you went to bed with a 16-year-old girl. You knew what you were doing and why you were doing it. You owe me an explanation.
I really think if I wasn't such a fool, we could have loved each other very much for the rest of our lives.